What's up, guys? It's Ramiro Vin here, back with another action figure review, and today we'll be reviewing the DC Collectibles Justice League Shazam figure. Now, I am a huge fan of Shazam. I'm pretty sure before I've said that Batman or like Superman's my favorite hero, but no. In all reality, if I had to pick one hero to be like my favorite hero, it's definitely this guy right here. Fix the eyebrows. I know that back in my last Black Adam figure review I said that he's going to come out in like February. Actually, he just came out like a couple days ago. I was very stoked to pick him up. I got this guy at my local comic book shop, which is IE Comics, located in Hemet, California. Go ahead and check him out for some really cool comics and some really cool figures. Also, like him on Facebook and follow him on Twitter. Very cool guys, very cool comic shop. Anywho, the figure. I'm very stoked to be opening it up. I'm very excited to be looking at it. So, as always, let's talk about it. Well, guys, here's the packaging. Nothing too serious like your basic figures that they've been releasing lately. You got the nice display here of Shazam in the front. You got a nice silhouette. You can't really tell because of this lighting. It kind of sucks. There it is. In the back, you got a picture of all the figures that they have right there. That's the entire Justice League. There's a little read-up. I don't know if you guys could really see it there. If you want, you can pause it. And then, of course, there's a picture of Shazam right there. Let's get this guy out of the package and take a better look at him. Well, guys, here he is out of the box. Mr. Shazam, a.k.a. Billy Batson. I gotta tell you, I do have some problems with the figure. I mean, it is... I think it's a little bit more articulated than the, like, Black Adam figure. Slightly, though. Just slightly. I mean, it has a little bit more bendability here and there, but the paint isn't so good. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like this, but, you know, I don't know if you guys can see it, but, like, it goes from being, like, really shiny red, like, right here is all nice and shiny, and this is all nice and shiny. It looks really cool, and then it's just, like, this weird color on top, or at the rest of the body, like, this, I don't know. It just looks very, very weird. I don't know if it's supposed to be like this. You know, if it is, then okay, cool, that's spot on. If not, then yeah, that doesn't look right. Plus, some of the paint like bled on here, and you can see where it's bright. And I don't know. Nonetheless, though, this is a very cool looking figure. I love this dude's face. He looks very, very cool. He looks very tough, very angry. I like the way he is sculpted out. I love his hood and the white and the gold. It looks very, very, very cool. And the one thing that I do like is that you could actually take off his hood. Like, you have to try it. Don't try it too hard if you don't want to, but you could actually take off his hood. And that's what it looks like when you take it off. So it's off just a little bit, and you can see that they still continue to sculpt past the front. Not that good of a sculpt, but nonetheless they did. So it does look very cool, which gives you for some more head motion. I wish that they would have done that with a Black Adam figure, but I do like Shazam with his hood up. Nonetheless, again, this guy does look really cool. I really do like the way he looks. Aside from that problem with the paint job, I really do like the way he looks. I like the sculpting of it. I like how you can see his pectorals and whatnot. I like his gauntlets. They look really cool. His nice little boots, and he does look very, very cool. He does look like a good figure. Again, I wish he would have came with the stand, but no biggie. I like the figure. He looks very cool. I don't know if I talked about his cape, but it looks cool. And you can actually bring this up just a little bit, and that's what it looks like in the back. So there's still a lot of detail going on over here. I wish that they would have gave him like a gaping crotch pit or something, so that way you can take his legs out or something. Oh look, that looks like a pair of lips. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks like a little kissy. Same thing with here. But you know, good figure. You know, if you're a fan of Shazam, this is going to be a good figure for you to have. I like the sculpting on the lightning bolt too. That does look very cool. So all in all, I really do like this figure. Dang, look at his neck muscles. You can't really see it that well, but look, his neck muscles. That looks crazy. His face looks crazy. So all in all, very cool looking figure. As far as the articulation goes, the head does move left and right. You can move it with the hood, or you can move it on the side with just like your thumb or something. You can move it around in there. I don't know if you guys caught that list, by the way, that I just did. Thumb. Anywho's, so that happens. The arms do go out a little bit, not too much. They go up, and they don't go in too much. It's weird that they don't really go in too much, but that's just because of his really huge side muscle that he has going on over here. Very huge side muscle. So you can't really put in his arms. You're gonna have to force him to go in there, but I guess that's pretty cool. But yeah, they go out, they go forward about that much. Very stiff, kind of hard to move, but they do go up about that much. There is a bend at the elbow. It does rotate at the wrist. Sorry, it's just a really stiff figure. If you guys do get this figure, I recommend putting him under some hot water or something, so that way he can, you guys can move his joints a little bit more. This figure seems to be very stiff for me. There is no waist, nothing at his waist, so there's no crunch, swivel, cut, whatever. There's nothing there. His legs, unlike the Black Adam figure, actually go up pretty good. That's how much they go up. They go back. Surprisingly, they don't go back that much. That's it. There is a bend at the knee. Oh, for a second, I thought it was double jointed, but his knee bends very, very, very well. There's no rotation whatsoever of the boot, foot, nothing. There's nothing there. This figure is just meant for one pose and one pose only. Or if you have a stand, you guys can do whatever you want with him. But nonetheless, very, very cool figure. Oh, and he does have a bicep swivel. I forgot to mention that, but he does have a bicep swivel. It swivels 360, which is pretty cool. But yeah, really, really cool looking figure in my opinion. I think that he looks good, and my favorite thing is that when he stands, he doesn't have that awkward thing where you have to put him like that. I mean, you could, but you don't have to. He stands pretty decently, just looking up. It's just about finding a good balance for him and finding a good pose for him. But nonetheless, this is a very, very cool figure. I'm very happy with it. I like it. I like the way it's sculpted. I like the way it looks. The articulation isn't too bad on it, and it has some. Even then, I have a stand for this guy anyway, so I'm not too worried about the stand or any of that stuff. So very, very cool figure. If you're a fan of Shazam, I suggest you get him. I think he's just very, very, very cool. Big fan of him. Happy with the figure, and that about wraps up my review on the DC Collectibles Justice League Shazam figure.